Hello and bonjour. Each of you tonight paid a $5 admission fee. For that, we've got a fantastic MC, 4 comics, Winston Spears later tonight, who you guys are going to love. I did a statistical analysis, and you've each paid 42 cents to watch me. If at the end of my performance, even one of you feels like I didn't provide good value, I'm going to slit my fucking wrist. It's a pick for sensitive wrists. I actually almost slit my wrist last February in Winnipeg. Yeah, I wasn't there doing comedy. You ever been to Winnipeg in February? By applause, can I hear from those of you that remember the very first time you had sex? Come on, Ottawa, you can do better than that. By applause, can I hear from those of you that remember the first time you had sex? Yeah, I don't know if you found it scary, but I remember the first time I had sex. It was dark. I was all by myself. It was 10 very scary seconds. I hate when I walk into a store that has a greeter. If on a Saturday afternoon I'm not sitting on my couch drinking beer, I don't want some stranger reminding me I'm at Walmart. If I'm coming across tonight as somewhat disturbed, it's because I'm somewhat disturbed. As Rick mentioned, I just recently moved to Montreal. Yeah, it all makes sense, doesn't it? I was actually born in Toronto. 13 years ago, I moved west to Calgary, and about 4 months ago, I moved to Montreal. I'm desperately trying to support a hockey team that wins. Yeah, so sorry guys, Ottawa's out. But it's been really tough, the adjustment from Calgary to Montreal. When I lived in Calgary, I was in the middle of the biggest economic boom in the history of Alberta. Since I've been in Montreal, the only boom I noticed was when they had those riots last month. Sorry guys, what do you expect for 42 cents? Also, I had a great job in Calgary. I sold furniture for the #1 furniture store in all of North America, Furniture Universe. We called it FU. Yeah, we had a really good time with that, actually. Management wanted us to approach customers. Welcome to Furniture Universe. Enjoy your shopping experience. Welcome, FU. Yeah, but there was so much money there, they still bought. You couldn't offend those fuckers. In Calgary, I'd often be driving downtown. You'd stop at a red light. One more and you'd look out your driver's window and you'd see there sometimes there'd be little animals. It's the coolest thing. You're in the Wild West. Montreal, they have the same thing, but they call them squeegee people. And they're not cute. Also, since I've been in Montreal, I noticed there's tons of homeless people. Sad, tons of homeless people. Didn't have that in Calgary. I think because it's so inexpensive to build igloos. But it's been tough, the adjustment. In Montreal, there's this law when you're driving, you're not allowed to turn right on red lights. Yeah, qu'est-ce que c'est? It's fucked right up. In Calgary, you're allowed to turn right on red lights while you're drinking beer. And if you're drunk enough, you're allowed to go right through the red lights. Yeah, I sure miss Calgary. Thank you. You've been to Calgary? No? But the big thing, the big adjustment has been the language. And I've made a fool of myself quite a number of times. Like the time I was at a Tim Hortons, and I looked at the English side of the menu, and I was trying. So I asked the employee what the French word is for croissant. Or the time I was in Quebec City with a good friend of mine, and we were hungry. Saw a bunch of restaurants, and I told him I wanted to go to the one that specialized in crepes. Because I ate a lot of crepes when I was in Calgary. Or the time when I first moved to Montreal, and I met a woman in a bar, and I brought her back to my place, and I told her I wanted to make passionate love to her in the sack. She asked me why I wanted to screw her in a bag. My girlfriend, though, she's been wonderful. She's been trying to teach me French, one word at a time. And we were lying in bed one night, and she looked at me and she said, "Danny, your penis is petite." Oh, she's a sweetheart. I love her. But I should have clarified it with her, because then I didn't know if petite meant long or thick. But then I did try and dazzle her with a little bit of my French, and I looked at her and I said, "Honey, your breasts are gross." My name's Danny Friedman. Enjoy the rest of the anniversary show.